Hi, I'm Suzanne Piles, and this is Demystifying Holistic Healing. In this podcast, I meet with holistic healthcare professionals to learn more about what they do and how they do it and what you need to know before you go, what to expect when you walk in the door. I want to give a special thanks to you, all of my listeners, to all of the guests who've taken time out of their day to be with us, and especially Tycoon Media Studio and their production team for bringing this whole podcast to life and making it all possible. So, super excited. Let's go. Hi, I'm Suzanne Piles with Demystifying Holistic Healing. Have you ever had that feeling that something was going to go wrong? You couldn't quite put your finger on it. But what if somebody could tell you that everything was going to be okay in the end and that you were just going through a transitional time and to hang in there because there's a better job around the corner? Well, that's what happened to me, and it's powerful stuff. When you have that information, you really are able to make decisions. It gives you the confidence to make better decisions and to have fewer sleepless nights, quite frankly. So we're here today with Dr. Nathasha Leath, widely known as Talk to Tash. She's a celebrity intuitive life strategist, author recognized for her unique ability to reveal a person's past, present, and future. With a God-given gift, she helps clients shift mindsets, break cycles, and create meaningful change. Her clientele spans celebrities, professional athletes, top business leaders, and me. She's been featured on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, iHeartRadio, SiriusXM, and more. Tash consults with over 400 clients each month, empowering individuals worldwide to unlock their highest potential, both personally and professionally. And I am so excited.
Me too.
Thank
you for having me.
You are an incredibly busy woman
Thank
with so much going on. I read through your bio, and I know you.
Yes.
So I know that you're constantly traveling. You put on
Yes.
shows. You do events in person. You're meeting with clients constantly. You've got the celebrity piece going, and
I have to travel to them.
yeah.
They're spoiled. They don't want to talk to me over the phone. They want me to physically be there. But it's great.
Yeah. So, what we do on this podcast is we talk a little bit about different types of holistic healing and what that means, what people can expect, how it works, just so that they have an idea what to expect when working with you. So, it's my first question. Can you describe in your own words what it is that you do for people?
So I was born with an ability to look at you and tell you everything about your life, from your past, your present, as well as the possibility of your future. And so I can identify these things via phone, in person, virtual, and my gift is on 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. And so people
can't shut it off.
I can't shut it off. So people will put me in the same category as a psychic or medium, which I am not. Neither, right? I am an intuitive strategist. My gift is God-given. I know that it's God-given. I was born with it, and it's a natural ordained prophetic ability. And so I've chosen to use that gift and that insight that I have to help people gain clarity, confirmation, and to make their lives better. And
It gives power. It's truly a powerful tool. Like if you knew you weren't going to die for 50 years, you would take more risks.
Absolutely, right? And it's just the knowing. A lot of people know what's going on with them, but the confirmation is what keeps them going. Like I had a live yesterday, for example, and I had a woman come on my live, and I looked at her and I said, your blood pressure is 200 and something over 100. You can catch a stroke tonight. You need to go to the hospital right now. And she's like, what? I'm like, you need to go to the hospital right now. She goes, I've been having headaches for a week. I'm like, yeah, because you're going to catch a stroke.
Right.
And so literally.
Wow.
And she
You just
got
saved her
dressed.
life.
Literally, I did. She actually got dressed from the live. She went to the hospital, and I received a message from her this morning. They kept her and her blood pressure was like 226 over 111, and they told her that she could have caught a heart attack. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, and then I think to myself, like, what if I didn't come on this live? What if I didn't speak to her? Would she have woken up this morning? Like, what is it? So I know it's for a purpose. I know God gave me this gift to serve in a way that saves people and gives them confirmation.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
So what's the number one thing people come to you to ask for help with?
Everything. Everything. From health, wealth, love, career, finances, who they are, releasing trauma. I believe that healing starts from within. Healing is within, right? I believe that if you're having a lot of internal trauma, that can cause physical sickness. So if you're healed and you're clear with who you are, and you're happy and you're elated and you have direction, you're not stressed, then you can physically be well. And I just know that it goes hand in hand. And so that's my ultimate goal, is to support people with living their best lives. We all have a purpose, understanding what their purpose is, uncovering that for them so that they can live the life that God wants them to live.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it's about for me.
So I have been to your shows,
yes,
and I have also had one-on-one sessions with you. I've done that a couple of times, and it was really helpful. You predicted that a company I had been with was in trouble, and that there were going to be a lot of shifts, but that I was going to be better off in the end.
Yes.
And that actually happened. So when, like, you had told me that, and then everything happened, and I had lost my job, and I was like,
oh my God. But did you?
But I knew
How did it feel?
I did feel a little prepared. Like I was devastated on one hand, but then there was this other part of me that was relieved because it wasn't the right place for me.
Yeah.
And I was terrified because I didn't know what was next.
Yeah.
And I wasn't prepared. I really wasn't prepared for it.
Right.
But
even though I told you in your section,
even though you told me, I mean, financially, I wasn't prepared to be without a job.
Yeah.
And I was just like, but you had said, lean on your network. You're going to have a lot of opportunities, a lot of options, and really you can't do it wrong. And that was what gave me the confidence when I was choosing between job opportunities to go with the one that wasn't the most secure. It wasn't this is, a guaranteed sure thing. It was the one that was, I don't know where this is going to go. Let's give it a shot, because it was fun and engaging, and it stretched me, and I had the ability to learn new things. So I took the risk, and it has definitely paid off.
Yeah, so. Amazing.
Yeah, but you gave me the confidence to be like, all right, she said I can't do it wrong. She was right about all these other things, and she said I can't do it wrong, so I can take a risk here.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. I always love to hear testimonials because I don't remember my sessions. I think I told you that. So when I read you, I tell you these things, and you come back and you're like, you told me I was going to lose my job, I lost my job. You told me I was going to meet this man, I met this man. That's tea for me. Because I'm like, oh.
Like, really?
I'm like, really? And what else happened? And what else is next? Because I don't remember any of it. So I love to hear it. I'm happy that came up for your session. And I want to speak to that. I may not always tell you what you want to hear.
This is true.
Right? Who wants to hear that they're going to lose their job? Right? Nobody wants to hear you're going to lose your job. But I do appreciate giving you the confirmation that it was going to happen. So when it happened, you were a little bit more prepared. Maybe not financially, but emotionally, mentally, right?
Did kind of know this was coming.
Right. Lighten the load just a little. Not, losing your job is losing your job. But I'm sure in your mind, you replayed, Tash said this was going to happen and I was going to be okay. And I'm almost certain, I'm hoping that it gave you some sort of comfort.
It did. Yeah. It did. And like I said, it gave me that confidence to make a jump. And when I was selecting where I was going to go, I didn't choose the safest. I chose the most exciting. I chose the one that made me want to get out of bed in the morning.
And that's what it's about.
Yeah.
And trusting that will work, right? Because you're going to make it work.
Right.
It's not always about what it looks like. And we can't be attached to what it looks like.
Yeah.
You step into your purpose and you make it work. So congratulations to you, Susan.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
You deserve that.
Thanks. So I've been through this. I know you're here today for a show, but I want to talk about, in case somebody wants to sign up for a personal one-on-one session with Tash. I know you do this virtually.
And over the phone. There's several options.
Over the phone.
Yeah.
Do you do like a Zoom call?
So where you'll have the express session, right? If you just have 4 basic questions, you can book the express session. It's over the phone. You do not see me. You hear my voice. You ask the questions. I give you an answer.
Okay.
That's it. My most popular session is my deep dive session. That is where we are virtual. I freestyle for you first. Before you even ask me any questions. I think that's the one that you had.
Yeah.
Before you even ask me any questions.
Roll down this whole list of this is who you are, this is where you're at, this is where you came from, this is the issues you're having. And
that's it.
what are your questions?
That's it. Right. I do. So I come into the session, I pray. I always pray before I speak to my clients. That's important to me to ask God, because it's a God-given gift, to put on my heart what he has for me to share. Once I'm done with my prayer, I get a whole scan of your life. And I start talking. And I start telling you, this is what's going on. This is what I'm seeing. This is what's happening. And this is what you need to do. And that's why I've branded myself as an intuitive life strategist, because I use my intuitive ability to help you strategize your life. Right? I don't just tell you what I'm seeing. I tell you what you need to do next and what's coming up ahead of you to prepare you for your life. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like most of the holistic healers, a running thread is the prayer, is the asking for divine assistance.
Absolutely.
Because nobody believes that they're doing it on their own.
I know God is leading.
Right.
I'm a vessel.
And this is
I'm a
is
vessel.
coming through your guides and God or what.
100%.
It's so I find it fascinating that is a running thread through all holistic practices.
Absolutely.
It
it's bigger than.
It speaks that there's something bigger out there.
You just took the words out of my mouth. That's what I was going to say, right? It speaks to that. It's so much more than people need to tap into. And many are attached to certain religions or certain beliefs and all this stuff. Be open. Right?
Yeah.
Because there's so much going on spiritually, holistically. Think about the ancient days. What do you think they had to heal?
Yeah.
To survive. They didn't have all this technology and all this medicine and all that stuff.
They had to trust their intuition.
Trust the intuition. Their soul, pray, heal from the earth, from the gods. That's what it was about. And we need to bring it back to that. I think we'll all be a lot better off.
Yeah. I feel like there's a way to incorporate all of it. Like there is science behind it. We are able to prove a lot of that. We had someone on who did sound therapy.
Okay.
And we talked about like sound is healing. Like if you think about the energy that reverberates through the room when you're in a room of musical instruments and you press the D string on the piano, the guitar, the D string on the guitar across the room also vibrates.
Yes, it does.
So it goes, it's traveling through the air. You can't see it, but it's there. It's in the room. And we talked about an opera singer. If they sing at a certain pitch for a certain length of time, glass shatters.
Yes.
But nothing else shatters, just glass. It's energy.
It's energy.
But how do we use that to figure out where are cancer cells at? How can we shatter cancer cells with sound, right? With using that same science, the science that's behind that, but using it for guided health. And again, it's something that science hates things that you can't measure.
Yeah.
Right? You can't see it, touch it, feel it, measure it. And energetic waves is one of those where it's really a little bit challenging. But it is, the FDA has approved that as a form of
I didn't know
cancer treatment. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me. It's a lot of things that's going to be changing.
I feel it too.
This
is like the age of Aquarius. Is that a whole big?
Yeah. Well, I'm not too much into astrology, but I do know that we are in a shift. And I think we're in a shift because the world is literally spinning faster. I feel that's why time is going so fast. Literally, time is going fast because the earth is literally spinning faster. And that's why I am very passionate about what I do, because I want everyone to be urgent with their lives. Be urgent, right? Because time is of the essence, right? You blink your eye. We're already in March. Think about it. In like tomorrow, right? Like we're in March. Like this is serious business. Happy New Year was yesterday.
Right.
Right? Like I'm like, what are we doing with this? So I want people to just live with urgency and keep up with the times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have some other questions here. So often you have live shows for your clients so they can see you in person. You do it in DC, you do it in New York. I'm sure you do it. Do you do it in Atlanta too?
No, Atlanta's more of a pop-up. Whenever I'm in Atlanta, I'm usually with my celebrity clients and friends.
And they don't want to share you?
No. And that's the shoot that I'm not even being funny. No, they don't share me at all.
So we're going to make sure to put your website contact page in the podcast notes so that people can find you and book their own session and learn more about your live and in-person events.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I am super excited to have you here.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. This is exciting. I'm having an event tomorrow, a live meet and greet event.
I know.
Which I'm super excited about. It's going to be great. Yeah, I'm excited. People are excited. I can't wait to meet with the people that I've never met with in my life. I think the woman who almost died yesterday, she might be there.
Really? Yeah. Ooh, I can't wait to meet her. I want to hear her story. I mean, I feel like we all have stories. Everyone that I know, the first time, I forgot to say how I know Tash. So how I found
our favorite person in the world
was from our favorite person in the world, her brother David, who is spectacular. Like, this is a powerful family, you guys.
Oh, thank you. I love David. Thank you so much.
I do too. He is the best. He's fabulous. So shout out to David Leath and
that's my bestie and my bestie and my brother.
Yeah,
I'm his first bestie on the planet. He's my bestie.
Yeah,
he's my twin.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, yeah, he was like, I literally jumped off of a train this morning from New York. I took an Amtrak train here because I have my event tomorrow, and I was like, it's for Suzanne. I'm like,
you have to come early. Come early.
I was on a 7 a.m. train this morning.
I appreciate you.
Well, of course,
all the way in from
New York. And I was like, because I can't this month, the March, I'm not around.
Yeah.
So I said, I got to do this for you. Like, that's how important you are for me. And trust me, Brandon can tell you. Brandon was shocked, my team lead. He was like, are you sure? I was like, that's why I'm thankful David reached out to me first before you reached out to Brandon.
Yeah.
Because Brandon would have been
like, no, she's busy.
She's not available, right? And I'm like, no, Brandon, that's Susan. She's VIP. She's a yes. Because anyone else, she's not available. So no, I'm glad we waited.
You do book out in advance.
I do.
So
I have a lot of travel. I have DC, Dallas, Grenada, and Canada.
Grenada?
Yeah. It's a linguistic trip. So Grenada, they fly me out. They pay for my flight. They pay for the hotels. And I just have to take pictures and post. And just tell people, come to Grenada.
That's
for a whole week.
How do I sign up for that?
Yeah. So, different countries or whatever, different resorts, they will reach out to my team.
I love Grenada, by the way.
I've never been. This is our first time. I've never been.
Okay, I'm going to ask a personal question now. You see people and you instinctively know if they have good energy, what you can just see everything about them, whether you want to or not. Mm-hmm. How is that in like daily life? Like, how do you just go to the grocery store without being overwhelmed with information? How do you shield and protect yourself?
So it's just who I am, right? I think it would be abnormal if I went somewhere and couldn't see. So that's my normal.
So you just become used to it.
It's all I know.
Constant noise is just...
Yeah. It's not even noise. I don't hear anything. I don't see anything. It's literally just a knowing, right? So I'm not hearing noises. I'm not seeing visions. I'm just walking and I look, oh, she's having marital issues. Right. She's going to lose her job. Oh, she needs to talk to her daughter. Her daughter has emotional issues. Like, I'm just... It's just my regular life, right? And sometimes it's like, it's like getting a little daily gossip every day. It's like, being out in the park.
And I was like, you're like part of the Housewives collaborative. She's like,
I'm like,
tell me more.
I'm like, I get the whole scoop. And I just sit back and I'm like, let me be at a bar. I'm like, this. And I'm like, is having my cocktail.
Should have been at David's Christmas party.
Maybe not. I have to remember that that's my brother and these his colleagues. He may not want his sister in the room. And now with a couple of cocktails, he's like, Tash, please. I work with these people. I'll have everybody in the corner crying. Like, your sister. I'm like, I'm sorry, David. I had to do it.
She needed to
She needed to know, right? So sometimes he's like, listen, we're going to this event. Do not read people. Okay? Like, no, sometimes he's like, I have to tell you. I'm like, well, David, if something comes up, he goes, I don't care.
Like, I'm going to have to tell him.
Right. And I'm like, okay. He's like, I'm just letting you know, this is a different meeting, okay? Do not read people. It's the funniest thing. Yeah. My family, my friends, they have to warn me, but sometimes it doesn't work. Like, if I have something to say, I'm going to say it.
So I've been to a couple of your in-person shows.
Yes.
And everyone, when you get a ticket, you get a certain number of raffle tickets, and she draws from the raffle ticket, and you get to go up and get a reading in front of the group. But if there's somebody there that you have something to say to, you're going to pull them aside and tell them anyway.
Yeah, I'm bringing them to the front.
You might bring them to the front. I also know that you pull people to the side. So
yes, I do.
If you have something, you're not going to embarrass somebody. You're not going to pull somebody up on stage to say something that would embarrass them. You would never do that. So
not even on live. I of course I know everything, right? So I am restricted with what I say. I'm not in this business to embarrass anyone. So, and I tell that to people in my life. If you come on my Instagram live, this is a public domain, right? So I'm going to be mindful of what I share with you, but book a private session so I can really share.
Right. I can tell you everything in a private session.
Right? But I'm always mindful of that. Like, I can see someone, I'm like, oh my God, her husband's cheating on her. But I'm not going to tell her in this life that her husband's cheating on her. I should just have to book a private session for me to tell her that. But I give her clues.
You can tell her, I think you should book a session.
I do.
I have things to say. And you don't say that to everyone.
No.
So, yeah, I had a few friends at a live session, and you pulled one of them aside. I can't remember what it was about, but you were like, I needed to talk to you. And so that was, yeah.
I don't do that. It depends on, like, what you have going on. Like, if it's, like loud or whatever. And it's not loud because I don't hear anything, but if the energy is, like, pulling me to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to wait. Because sometimes it's an urgent message. Sometimes it's time sensitive.
Yeah.
It depends on what's going on. And
you can just feel that.
I can feel it. And I just don't want anyone to miss out. And especially if I know that I knew, or if it comes up that I didn't know, and I find out something later on, I'm like, damn, I should have said something.
Yeah.
Maybe that would have helped, right? Because I'm all about helping. David is the same. Like, we always want to help people and make sure that they're okay. That's who we are. And sometimes it's a bit of a guilt trip because I can't save everybody.
Yeah.
But if something's going on with someone and I don't tell them and it happens, it makes me feel bad. Literally.
Even though, they had nothing.
Yeah, even though it's nothing, I still feel awful.
You couldn't have stopped it.
I couldn't. I think about that. Like, if I would have said something, would this have happened? Maybe I should have said it. This is why. Like, I get in my head about it. That's a problem that I have.
Here's my message for you.
Yeah.
You can't do it wrong.
Look at you, dude. The coach coaching the coach. Look at you.
You can't. You can't do it wrong. There are no coincidences. There are no mistakes.
Yeah.
Everything is happening for a reason. Everything is connected.
Yeah.
You're being here. Somebody's going to see this and reach out to you, and it's going to be something that they needed to say. Maybe their blood pressure is high. I don't know. But I truly believe that.
Absolutely.
So don't beat yourself up. If you didn't say something, that was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
It was supposed to happen that way.
Yes, I do. So when I get in my head about things, I call my amazing family.
You call David.
Our whole family's amazing, actually. Have you met the family?
I've met a few of you.
Oh,
there's a lot of you.
I am very blessed. I have an amazing family.
How many of you are there?
Too many.
It's a lot.
It's 11 in total, but some have passed. But we're like a huge family, and we love each other so much. And we're besties. We have a family group text called Family Love that we text in every day. We say good morning to each other. We check in. What are you doing? Like, it's a thing every day, right? When I'm traveling, we transfer to WhatsApp. They're like, oh, Tasha's in Morocco.
WhatsApp.
Take it to WhatsApp, right? You know, so we can stay connected because the importance of family is great. But my family, they are my foundation. They push me and support me to do this work.
And they should, because it's really amazing what you do. Like I said at the beginning, what you offer people is power.
Thank you.
Power.
I've been reading people since young. Can you imagine being a kid walking up to people telling them their business? That was a real thing. I pray that maybe one day someone's going to make a movie out of my life, my own lifetime.
We should make your movie.
We should talk about that offline. So
okay.
That looks like. No, you know, like as a child, like I would be on the bus and I would like look at someone and I would tell like my mom, like, oh, mommy, this lady over there, she's this. And my mom was like, you can't point. Stop pointing. Because I'm like, hi. She is, and she's like,
she's gonna lose her job.
She's like, yeah, you can't. Stop pointing. That's rude. And I'm like,
someone needs to tell her.
And I'm like, no, literally. I used to do this crazy thing watching television. So fun fact, I don't watch TV. So I don't watch television because it's conflicted to me. I can read their real lives. So it's a conflict between them acting and their real lives. So I'm trying to enjoy Will Smith. And I'm like, he's about to slap the hell out of Chris Rock. That's going to happen. Him and Chris Rock is going to get into a problem. But I want to enjoy the movie.
Can't enjoy Men in Black.
Right? So, right.
Dramatic, right?
Right. So I'm trying to like, so for fun fact, I don't watch television. So when I was a child, I would sit in front of the television and I would like wave my head back and forth watching television. And like, I don't know, my family thought I was probably off. They were like, you
were just trying to block all the
right. Like, no, it's weird because they would laugh at me. They would be like, oh, look at Tash. I'm like, it's hard to watch TV. And it was so horrible. Like as a kid, I would like do this in front of the TV.
Did your mom,
it was
like believe in this? Was she like, no, girl, you crazy? Or
no. My family, we're living. We support each other with whatever we do. So it was like weird. It was like, it wasn't weird. It just was what it was. It wasn't really discussed. We didn't talk about it. Yeah, I used to write for my high school newspaper. I went to Grover Cleveland High School in Queens, New York. I was Miss Cleveland anonymously, like a Dear Abby.
Mm-hmm.
So students would write to me anonymously, and I would write back anonymously, but I would respond. And they would be like, I'm really struggling with school or whatever. And I would say, well, your parents have been arguing and da-da-da-da-da. Like I would write back in detail. So I would be in class with someone. They didn't know I was Miss Cleveland. And they would be like, how did Miss Cleveland know that my parents were fighting? How did Miss Cleveland know this, that? And I'd be sitting in class like, and I like, so in my senior year, they announced that I was Miss Cleveland for the 4 years. So everyone was like, Nathasha, how did you know? How did you know? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, because my gift wasn't public.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I just guessed. And they were like, but how did you know about this? And how did you know about that? And I would sit at the kitchen table. I would bring all these letters home. And I'd be like, Mom, look at all these letters. And I would read the letters to my mom. I'm like, this is what this kid is going through. And this is what this kid is going through. My mom was like, she got a lot of problems, girl. I was like, she was getting tea, right? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, what are you going to say to her? I'm like, well, her parents got problems. She goes to write it in the paper. Write it down, right? My mom was the coolest, right? And so my family always embraced it. They always was like, be who you are. And this is you.
What a blessing your
That's
family
it.
is.
Thank
It's
you.
amazing.
I'm very grateful because it's like I don't have to hide. That's why I'm so open now. Like I could care less what anybody has to say. Because they're like, oh, you a woman of God? Are you a psychic? Are you into this? Are you into that? I have a gift that I was born with and I use it to help people.
Yeah.
And that is that.
Pretty amazing.
You need to put a whole period on that.
Pretty amazing stuff.
Thank you.
Right? And you can just spin that right back around on them because anybody who's spewing hate has their own issues.
Yeah.
It's usually they don't like themselves.
Yeah. So and I'm like, how about you book a session so I can change your life?
Yeah.
That's what I tell people. They're like, oh, I don't believe in this. I'm like, sure, let me make you a believer. I don't have to believe in it. Let me make you a believer. I love what I do.
Yeah.
I love what I do. It's my own.
You're amazing at it. I love your shows. I love the deep dives.
Thank you.
I've learned so much.
Thank you.
And
I'm a real woman just like you. I'm a homegirl. Susan, we've hung out. You know, I'm a homegirl. I'm from New York. I'm just like everyone else that has this ability, right? And I want to be as relatable as to people as possible.
I'm going to be honest with you. Most of my friends are not on the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
No.
Or Sirius XM or iHeartRadio or being courted by the country Granada.
No. No, yes, I'm grateful, right, for all the accomplishments, but I am just, you know, Cynthia Bailey was here. She was in New York and she was speaking for a fibroids event. So her and I in the elevator, and this girl comes in the elevator. She was like, "Oh my God, I'm in the elevator with Talk to Tash and Cynthia Bailey. This is the best day of my life." And I was like, "Yeah, it's Cynthia." And Cynthia was like, "Tash,
you too."
You know, like, and it's so funny, like Tawana Braxton, Cynthia Bailey, they're like, you do know that you're a celebrity, right? And I'm like, no. And they're like, yes, you are. Just, you have to own that. And I'm like, no. Like, I'll be with them and I'll step out the way. And they're like, aren't you the prophet from the Housewives of Atlanta? Aren't you Tawana Braxton? I'm like, yeah, that's Tawana Braxton. You know, like, I just am me, you know? Like, I want to hang out. I'm regular, just like everybody else. I don't believe in the celebrity thing.
Well, too late.
And I really don't. I just, no. So maybe that's, I don't know.
You are. But you are down to earth. You are still easy to talk to.
And I always want that to be the case. Like with anyone. Like a woman followed me in Whole Foods. The Whole Foods in David's building. I'm in Whole Foods. She was literally following me from aisle to aisle. So I called David. I was like, I think this man is following me. And he was like, really? Are you all right? I'm like, every aisle that I go to, she's following me. He was like, you gonna say something? I'm like, no, I'm just gonna get up out of here. This is weird. So I leave the Whole Foods. I go upstairs. I'm like, it was weird. I get a DM on Instagram. Hi, Tokotash. Was that you at Whole Foods? I'm like, why didn't you say anything to me? Why were you following me? You creeped me out. Like, why did you say it? He was like, I don't know if I can speak to you. I'm like, why not? You should have hung out. I could have given you a hug. We could have talked. We could have maybe did grocery shopping together without carts. Like, you know, you could have said something, right? So it's just interesting to me that people, when they see you in certain spaces, they feel like you're not approachable.
Yeah.
That is, I don't ever want that. Even when I become bigger and I have my security, I want my security to know. Like, don't ever tell anybody that they can't talk to me. And it's happened. I had a big event.
There's a job nobody wants. Try and protect Tash.
No, I had an event in D.C. I had an event out here in D.C. with over 300 guests. You didn't come to that one. It was a big one. I had stage. Well, this was, I think, before you and Dave were really, really close. This was maybe about like 5 years ago. It was a big one. I don't know. But it was a huge one. And I had a manager at the time and Tawana Braxton and all of these things. And so at the end, it was after COVID, right? So people were still kind of sick. So I changed my outfit 3 times. Whole intermission was the thing, right? So I'm getting
down with that. So
it was great, right? So at the end of the event, I'm like, okay. So my manager's like, all right, come on. You got to go. You got to leave. So I turn around and I see a line of people to take a picture with me. And I'm like, I can't get off of stage right now. I got to meet with all of these people. And she was like, you cannot meet with all of these people. She was like, you've been on a stage all day. You have heels on and it's COVID. Like, it's pre-COVID. We cannot. And I'm like, I'm not getting off this stage until I speak to every single last person to get a picture. She was like, Tash. And I was like, Brandon. And Brandon came over and I took my shoes off. I took my red bottoms off and I put them to the side. And I was like, send the first person up, please. And I stood there on that stage for an hour. And I took a picture of every single last person who waited on that line and who came to that event to see me. And it was great. We took selfies. We talked. That's what it's about. They believe in me. They believe in what I'm doing. They're grateful for the work. I want to encounter that. So I'm not ever going to let anybody tell me that I can't connect with the people.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For taking time out of your busy schedule.
Thank
This
you.
is fabulous.
Thank you.
I enjoyed chatting with you. I feel like I spent the whole time chatting with you. I don't know if we have we should smile and wave at the camera.
Yes. This is great. Thank you, Suzanne.
Thank you. And thank you for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks to my guest for being here. And please let us know in the comments if there's anything else that you guys want to hear about.